Hunter's Toy Channel!
What are we doing with this today?
And now we are going to make this one out of pie and get go down into a jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, we're gonna carve this into a jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe later. That's a great idea. This would make a great jack-o'-lantern. But today we're gonna take this little pumpkin, like you said, and turn it into a tasty pumpkin pie. Hunter's never had pumpkin pie before. This is going to be interesting. Okay, sweetie, so Daddy's gonna cut this pumpkin in half, okay? And I'm gonna use this big meat cleaver. That's dangerous, right? Never play with knives, right, sweetie?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, check this out. You're gonna catch me cutting my fingers off on this film. It's gonna be one of those horrible, we'll get lots of views. Okay, and Hunter's backed away, which is good. Tricky. There we go. Ooh, now that we've cut it in half, we can see all the guts inside and all the seeds. Do you want to take a look at that, Hunter?
Yeah.
Come here. Ooh, look in there. Wow. I'm gonna move this knife to safety, okay? Move the knife away. Into the sink. Okay, you can come back up. He's walking away. All right, do you want to scrape out all the guts out of the pumpkin and then put it in the bowl?
Okay, are these the guts?
Yeah, those are the guts. Pumpkin guts. That will help you right here.
Okay.
Daddy's gonna spoon too. We'll both do it together. You just scoop around the edges here. We get all the insides out. And then we can put these pumpkin halves upside down on a pan. And we're gonna put them in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're gonna bake them. And we're gonna do that for probably about an hour and a half until the pumpkin gets nice and soft. And then when it's nice and soft, it's ready to become pumpkin pie filling, which is another step.
This pumpkin's done. Yeah. It's a half and it has.
What does it look like?
It looks like a hat pumpkin.
It looks like a hat.
A pumpkin hat? Is it a hat for a jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah, for jack-o'-lantern.
Let's put the hat on this jack-o'-lantern. This jack-o'-lantern to be a stylish hat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's a jack-o'-lantern about town. I'm gonna help you with this, okay, sweetie?
And he eats seeds.
He does. Yummy seeds.
Yeah, and then he eats another pumpkin.
Actually, you know what we can do with these seeds, Hunter? We can toast them in the oven with some salt and have toasted pumpkin seeds. You probably really like that. Progress. Hollow it right out. Get all the pumpkin innards out. So sticky and gooey.
Ah! If you scrape off those, you get a hat. Yeah, you get a hat like this.
Do you want to stick your hands in the pumpkin goop? You want to stick your hands in the pumpkin goop? What does it feel like? Okay, this is the pan we're going to use to put into the oven with the pumpkin. Put that out there. There we go. And we're going to line it with tin foil. Like so. And then we can turn this upside down and put it on top of the sheet. Now it's ready to go to the oven, where it's gonna stay there for a long time.
I know that.
Okay, Hunter, come here. Come see this go into the oven now. You ready? Ooh, good, you're staying clear of the oven. Ovens are hot. Hunter knows safety, he's always very cautious. There we go. Oven's preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Ooh, this is a secret my mom taught me on how to make pie crust. We put the pumpkin in the oven, and now we have lots of time left over to make the rest of the pie, or to start to make the rest of the pie. And one of the most important steps is to make a really good pie crust. So, to make the pie crust, the moist ingredient, the wet ingredient that we're gonna mix into the dough, you wanna keep it very cold. When we mix all this up, we're gonna put it in the freezer, okay? And then when we're ready to make the pie crust, we're gonna take it out, and it's gonna be super cold, and that's gonna help make us a nice flaky pastry. We're gonna put some vinegar in this water now. That's 1 tablespoon. You wanna put it in? Ready, and go. Good job.
Put vinegar in the water.
So we're only gonna do about 1.5 maybe. Now we're gonna put ice cubes in there, and that's gonna help make this nice and cold, okay? 1. You wanna put 2 in? Now we're gonna put an egg in. You wanna put the egg in?
Yeah.
Okay, Dad will crack the egg. You pour the egg in. Pour the egg in. Ooh, that's okay. You can get your hands messy. Messy's fun. Oh, there we go. Oh, pretty cool. Now we're gonna mix it up. This is gonna help make the pie crust. Stir, stir.
Mom, Daddy put an egg in. Now what?
Now we're gonna stick this in the freezer, and it's gonna be nice and cold when we're ready for it.
Yeah.
To make the pie crust now, this is our bowl. And this is the flour. We have, how much flour is in here, Hunter? 2.5 cups of flour. Do you want to dump the flour in? Okay, dump the flour in, Hunter. Such a good helper. Now you can put the bowl over there. Good, good. This is our all-purpose flour, 2.5 cups. And we're gonna put sugar in there. I want 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. This is a teaspoon. That's a teaspoon. Scoop it up. Good job. That's 1.5. Dump that in. Good. We don't need a lot of sugar, just a little bit to give it a nice flavor. Okay, and now 1 teaspoon of salt. Do you want to help pour the salt? Pour it into the spoon, and you're gonna fill the spoon up. There we go. You can do it. Good job. All right. Now this is our dry ingredients, right?
I can mix it up.
With a whisk, we can do that.
There you go.
Good. This is our fats. This is 1/2 cup of butter and 1/2 cup of lard. Do you want to dump the fat in? Dump the fat in. Hold on to the bowl and dump the fat in. Ooh, good job. Perfect. Now we're going to use this. It's called a pastry blender. You want to grind that? Hold on to that with your hand and rock the blade back and forth. Back and forth. Ooh, good job. We're going to cut them into pea-sized pieces. Pea-sized pieces. This is our cold water and egg and vinegar.
Dad, can
Now you can use this teaspoon and scoop out some. Put it, sprinkle it. Sprinkle it.
Okay, now mix this up, and you try not to handle it too much with your hands. A little more.
What we're gonna do now, Hunter, we're gonna paint the egg white. We're gonna brush it all over the bottom of this pie crust. It'll help the filling not soak through the bottom of the pie crust. You won't have a soggy pie. Ooh, you don't want soggy pie. Then we can put this back in the fridge while we wait for the pumpkin pie filling to be ready to be pulled out of the oven. All right, this is the
go!
This is the pumpkin from inside the oven. Can you start to scoop the pumpkin out and put it in the bowl? That's gonna be so yummy in the pie. All roasted.
I can smell it. Well, why do we have this? Why
Smells sweet.
Why have those? Why have those things?
That's the seasoning for the pumpkin pie filling, but we're not putting that in yet. I want to puree this first. There it is. Now we're gonna put this in the mixer. Put it in the mix master.
What's mix master?
Ooh, it's a blender. I'll show you. Super tasty. We're gonna put the sugar in.
Is this the sugar?
It is the white sugar. It's 1/3 cup of white sugar. Good job. Now we're gonna put the brown sugar in. That's a 1/2 cup of brown sugar packed. Now for our spices. Put our spices in. Okay, we've got our spices prepared. 1 3/4 teaspoon of pumpkin spice and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt. Yes.
What's that?
Ooh, that's our lemon. We're gonna put lemon zest in. Do you want to lemon zest this? Okay, take this and you're gonna scrape it across here and it's gonna make zest. That. Ooh, good job. It's an interesting flavor. Ooh, good job.
Why is sweetest? 1, 2, 3. Why is sweetest?
There is 2 eggs and 1 egg yolk.
What's 2 eggs, 1 egg yolk?
We need lots of wet ingredients. When we bake the pie, it'll be nice and thick. The eggs help make it nice and thick.
Where's the whole lemon?
The whole lemon is right here. I just used the zest. That's just the skin. You want to dump the eggs in?
Okay.
Ooh, good job. Dump all of them in. Ooh.
Where's the
Smell the spices.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna mix. You wanna help Daddy mix?
Okay.
You mix with your hand. Now we're going to use some evaporated milk. This will also help make the filling nice and thick and creamy. Wow, okay, dump it in. There you go. All the way. Turn it upside down.
Yeah, you mixed it up. It was brown and then it turned white. And now what do we put in it?
Ooh, nothing. It's just about done. And we're gonna pour it into our pie shell.
Able Baker Charley.
Okay, ready? Pour it all the way in. Deep dish pie shell.
It's going to turn into pie.
Exactly. All right, into the oven it goes at 425 degrees for the first 15 minutes. And then it's going to go in, we're going to turn the temperature down, and it's going to go down to 350 degrees for 45 to 55 minutes. Are you ready, Hunter? And now the pie is ready to come out. Here it is. All thickened up inside the oven. You might have had your doubts it was runny, but now it's completely set. Ooh, look at this, sweetie. Our finished pumpkin pie looks so good. The first slice is for Hunter. Watch Daddy cut this for you. You want a big piece? Okay, a big piece for Hunter.
I want the biggest plate.
Ooh. Hunter wants the biggest plate? Okay. Oh. And now the whipping cream.
Why do you got the biggest slice?
Because I'm the bigger guy. With the bigger gut. Happy Thanksgiving, Hunter. You want to take a bite?
Okay, it will be yum yum. Let me try.
Do that.
How do you like it?
Tastes good.
Yummy!
Yum yum, but it tastes different from the apple pie.
That's right.
Thank you for watching. That's a motorbike.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.